Hi, I'm Shawna Karrasch with an Ask Shawna answer for today. This question came in from Peter Vandenberg, and it says, "Hi Shawna, we have a horse at our riding school which literally lets her fall as soon as a specific person wants to get a saddle on the horse. Any hint on how we can tackle this? Thanks." The girl in charge is very skillful and caring and skillful rider, is greatly affected by the horse's behavior. I think what you're saying is the horse is falling to the ground, like she is just wanting to lay down when she comes up with the saddle. I think that's what that means, that she wants to fall as soon as the certain person wants to get a saddle on the horse. So basically the first thing, and I'm sure you've probably already done this, but it's just a reminder for other people watching as well, always with something like this, be sure there's not a physical cause. You know, if her back is bothering her or something like that. But because it seems to be with one particular person, with one particular saddle, make sure that that saddle is not an issue. Also, sometimes what happens is, a lot of times we get this with mounting behaviors, that at one point in time the horse's back was a problem, and then you fix the problem, but the horse is still afraid of the pain that once happened with the mounting. Even though it's gone, the horse doesn't put that together. So, or you know, you fix the problem. So sometimes you have to recondition it. So she also maybe one time when this particular person got on, it caused a pain in her, or the saddle caused a pain in the horse. So we're going to kind of rebalance it. And really, it doesn't matter what the problem is. As long as you fixed it, make sure it's not a physical problem. And then what I suggest you do is you want to build up a reinforcement history with her, a good reinforcement history with this person. So the first thing I would do is, I'm imagining it's when this person comes to bring a saddle, not when this person goes to get on. But if it is, you can interchange these for mounting versus saddling. So what I do, first make sure she knows about the bridge conditioning and target training, if you can do that. You can find some of that on the website, because you want her to know what the clicker means, and you want her to know what the target is, which will help her to stand still and help you to keep her to focus on that behavior and take her attention off the mounting. So I bridge and reinforce her for the smallest things, break it down to small steps. And as this person, I would even have the person who is the one that the horse is discriminating against even start the training on the ground if you can. Just have her go in her stall and click and reinforce, teach her to turn her head away, just to touch the target. These things take about 5 minutes. You can do it like twice a day for 4 days. Doesn't have to be all right in a row. And the horse will start going, "Ooh, I like this." And then I just reinforce her with something that she likes to eat. And then what I do is then take her to, I would have the saddle around her, even in her stall. Just bring the saddle in and set it on the ground and go ahead and reinforce her and do the session. So she starts thinking, oh, that person's saddle, we're doing other things, I get reinforced. Then I would start bringing the saddle over and having it be around her, maybe not necessarily on the mounting block, or at the mounting area, but somewhere else. Then put the saddle on her, click and reinforce for the saddle getting on her or near her, and just continue along that vein. You're going to build up what's called the reinforcement history. So for whatever reason, she sees that person coming and thinks, I don't want this. So she finds it more reinforcing to avoid that than she does to stand quietly for that. So it's like scales that are out of balance. And as you start reinforcing her for the girl's presence and the saddle's presence, you're going to have those scales rebalance till she really enjoys the person coming there. And the target can also help at this point in time too, because if you can have somebody have her target, or have the girl target, and then somebody else can put the saddle on, click and reinforce. And a lot of times the target, they're so focused on the target, everything else going around them becomes a bit of an incidental. So it gives you an opportunity to get the saddle on, to get the reinforcement, to rebalance that history, that reinforcement history, and that association. So I hope that this helps you out. You may have more specifics as you go down the road with this, but I know if I were there, we would have it done in 2 days, you know, but because you're doing it remotely, I want you to know I'm here for you. So as you get started, if you have any questions, you'll totally get this fixed and rebalanced. You can even make it where she likes that girl better than anybody else. But so you'll get it rebalanced. So if you have any questions, again, just send them in to me, Shawna Karrasch at Ask Shawna, and I'll be happy to answer it and guide you through this step of getting this mare better about it. Anyway, that goes for anybody. If you have questions, send them in to Ask Shawna. And until next time, enjoy getting your horse on target. Bye.